Hi everyone, and welcome to a mat with resistance band. We're going to be spending the next 20-25 minutes working with our bands. So grab yours and meet me on the mat. We're going to start stretching our hamstrings today. So take your band, loop it around your left foot, and lie down on your mat. And let's keep the right knee and foot, or right knee bent, right foot on the floor for just a moment or two. Square your hips, relax those shoulders, and then see how much you can bring that left leg towards you without tucking your pelvis. And then we're going to do pelvic rocks in this position. So as you exhale, do tuck your pelvis. So you're feeling that low back press into your floor, into the floor. You're feeling your belly muscles engage, and then rock your pelvis away. Now these pelvic rocks won't be quite as large as they are when we do them normally. Just rock back and forth. You'll feel the stretch increase and decrease. And it's probably going to be at its most intense when you're in a neutral spine. One more time. All right, find that neutral position again. So your tailbone is heavy, your low back is light, and flex your foot. Reach that heel towards the ceiling. And then press the ball of your foot up and point your toes. Go, whoop, my third band's rolling on me. And then flex your foot all the way. Press, point, press, flex. Keep going through those positions, getting as much ankle, dorsal and plantar flexion as you can. Yeah, fix my band. It's malfunctioning this morning. All right, guys, hold the next pressed position and do your ankle circles. Holding that leg as still as possible. And reverse. Go ahead, bring that foot back to center. Now extend that right leg out long. And now cross your left leg over your midline just a little bit. You want to keep that left foot, left shoulder on the floor. And let's bring that leg back to center. Open the left leg up to the left. Keep your right hip and right shoulder on the floor. And bring that leg back to center. Cross over your midline again, but this time you're going to bring the left foot all the way down to the floor. And you'll roll up and onto that right hip. Push your left hip away from you, so down towards the end of your mat. And then the left arm will reach towards the ceiling, and then rotate on your spine, bringing that left arm as far behind you as you can. To come out of this stretch, bend your knee and then roll onto your back. Get your right foot up in there. All right, first in that neutral spine with your hips square and your shoulders relaxed, I want you to see how much you can bring that leg towards you. And then rock your pelvis towards you and away from you. Find center, hold it there, flex your foot, reach the heel up. And then press, point, press, flex, press, point, press, flex. Keep going. Hold that next press position, circle your ankle. Reverse it. And then bring that foot to center, extend that left leg down long on the floor. Cross your right leg over your midline, keeping that right hip anchored to the ground. And then bring that leg back up, open your leg out to the side. And bring that leg back up to center, cross it over your midline, roll up and onto your left hip. Reach your right hip down towards the bottom of your mat. And then twist back, bringing your right arm as close to the floor behind you as you can. Bend your knee and come on out of that stretch. All right, hold your TheraBand up towards the ceiling so you're looking up at it. On an inhale, drop your knees to the right and your arms to the left. As you exhale, pull on your TheraBand, pull a little bit more with that left arm and reach that left hip back towards the mat, bringing your body back to center. And inhale, drop to the two opposite sides. Reach a little bit more with that left arm. Bring it up and switch. You should be feeling those obliques working, so those two diagonal crisscrosses across your belly. And one more. Come up to stay. All right, now take your band and loop it around both feet. And you can have your straps either outside your knees or inside your knees, whatever works better for you. We're going to be in a neutral spine here, shoulders relaxed, and then press through the backs of your legs to straighten them across the room. And inhale, bring them in. Now you'll notice as you're pressing your legs out, there's more load on your pelvis. So you have to work harder to keep it in neutral. Those low ab muscles are really supporting the weight of your legs as they go out. Keep that rib cage anchored to the mat. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And now let's change the foot position slightly. So your heels will come together, your feet will turn out. Woo! Are you having as much trouble with your band today as I am? Oh my goodness, this thing. Try to keep those heels together. As those legs straighten, squeeze those inner thighs together too. Three more. All right, bring those knees back in. Take your left foot out of the band. And we're gonna do the single leg stretch. So you can do it with your head lifted or down, your choice today. As you exhale though, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up if you're taking that route. And stretch your left leg straight, keep your right knee bent, and then switch and switch. No wiggling or wobbling in your pelvis, which is going to be harder doing this variation because your body is a little bit confused about what's going on. Pause, switch feet, and continue. One leg will be straight, one leg will be bent. Head lifted or not. Two more. And rest on down. Plug your knees into your chest and just rock your head side to side. Now we're gonna roll up to sitting. And we're gonna use the TheraBands to roll up today. So make sure your TheraBand's nice and wide and not rolling up. I don't know why mine is really misbehaving. Take your TheraBand around those feet and press those legs long against the floor. All right, nice active legs. As you exhale, roll up slower than usual. The TheraBand will help get you up, so I want you to take this opportunity to focus on the mobility. All the way up to sitting, and then exhale, roll it down. Same thing, nice and slow. Especially if you know where your tricky spots are, those spots that just like to come up in one big chunk, go slower through that area. And we're gonna do just one more all the way down and all the way up. Finish sitting nice and tall, and then walk your hands down the TheraBand, dive up and over your lap. You're just using that TheraBand as something to hold on to. Shoulders down. We're trying to find that nice, consistent curve in your spine. Really hard to find. Number one, because it's hard to do. Number two, because you can't see yourself. And stack up. Carefully release your TheraBand from your feet. All right, sit up nice and tall on your mat, legs right underneath you. Arms holding the band, about shoulder distance apart or so. And then twist to your right, pulling the TheraBand with you with the right arm, pressing it away from you with the left arm. Return to center and switch. Return to center and switch. Every time you return to center, send your shoulders down and lengthen nice and tall through your head. Two more. And then rest. Find a comfortable seat, so either sitting on the floor or up on a chair is fine. We're gonna do an arm series with the band. All right, hold your band, palms up, about shoulders distance apart. Your elbows wanna be hugging in at your side the whole time. And then grip the TheraBand with the loosest grip possible. That will keep the work coming from your shoulder and less work from your wrists and forearms. All right, we're gonna rotate back. So we're pulling out and rotating back and come on in. Pull out, rotate back, bring it in. Keep those elbows tucked into your sides. We want to wake up the back of the shoulders as much as you can. Don't even think about your hands or the TheraBand or anything down here. Instead, think about this part of your shoulder engaging so it rotates the shoulder back, and in turn the arm, the hand, and the band go with it. Now keep the right arm still. We're going to do just the left arm. That right arm's still working. Stabilizing, it's still a job. Two more. And now the right arm's turn. So left arm is going to stabilize, your right arm rotates open. Two more. All right, go ahead and release it. Take the band behind your back, right up around your rib cage. And the straps are going to come out underneath your armpits, ball up the ends and hold them in your fists. Now this one you can adjust the resistance depending on the strength of your band and your strength. Walk back if you need more resistance. Walk forward if you need less resistance. All right, we're punching. Punch that right arm out and twist it. So we're spiraling that arm down as we go out. Left arm. Now, as I always say, as the hand side of your arm is punching forward, I want the shoulder side of your arm reaching backward. So your arm is stretching in both directions. Sit up nice and tall. Try not to let the rib cage pop forward, especially with the pressure of the TheraBand on you or the resistance band on you. We really want to keep that rib cage right over the pelvis. And to do that, you want to find those muscles right here at the bottom of the rib cage that help you lift your head, neck, and shoulders up when we're laying on our backs. Let's add in a twist. So as you're punching your right arm forward, we're going to twist to the left. Your arm is going to punch out right over your left knee and control it in. And twist towards your right, punch, control it in. You're still reaching that shoulder blade back as the hand reaches forward. One more. And come back to sitting neutral. Both arms at the same time. You need to engage those upper abdominal muscles to keep the rib cage back even more now. So both arms come forward, both shoulder blades press back, twist those arms, and then slowly control it in. Punch forward, control it in. Three more. All right, now cross your straps. Take your straps in your hands, hold on to them tight. You don't want the ends to slide through your hands on this one. The crisscross is going to come right about up to the bridge of your nose, and one hand will be laying on top of the other. Shoulders down, rib cage over the pelvis, head on top of the shoulders, and press your arms up at a diagonal towards where the wall and the ceiling meet each other. And control your hands back to your forehead. And press and control it back. Keep your hands touching each other. Two more. And release. All right, take the TheraBand in your right hand, loop it around your back, grab it with your left hand, sort of down by your sacrum, and you can stabilize your hand right on that sacrum so that left hand isn't going to move. And then like before, you can increase or decrease the resistance depending on where you're holding your band. All right, triceps time. So without bending the wrist in any awkward, weird directions, I want you to reach that right arm up high towards the ceiling and release it back, controlling it the whole way. Reach and lower back. If the TheraBand's grabbing your hair, you can move your head out of the way. If not, I want that head right on top of your shoulders. Get that right arm straight. Don't skip that very last part. Two more. All right, let's switch sides. All right, left arm reaches straight on up and control it back. Keep that wrist strong. A few more left. All right, guys, last one. Give it your all. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. And then control it back in. All right, last exercise before I let you go. You're gonna hold TheraBand a little bit wider than shoulders distance apart. And then keeping those shoulders down, lift your arms up to the point where if you go any further, you're going to pop your rib cage forward. We don't want to go beyond that point. So just reach your arms up as much as you can while still keeping your proper posture in your body, rib cage over the pelvis. And then from there, pull on the band and release. And pull on the band and release. Nice long arms. Last one. And I lied, I'm gonna give you one more, but this is more of a stretch. Reach those arms up overhead and then side bend over to your right. And your arms can pull on that TheraBand just once, so a nice consistent pull. Anchor that left hip down into the floor. And just focus on that beautiful side bend in your right side. Now, to come up, try not to use the momentum of your arms. Instead, pull the left side of your rib cage back up and over the left hip. Shoulders down and side bend to the other side. And again, right side of the rib cage reaches up and over so it stacks right on top of the hips again. I'm gonna do that one more time to each side. And stack the rib cage and hips. And second side. And stack the rib cage and hips. Thanks so much for joining me today, you guys. It's always fun with the band. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.